So what is it with people? What is it that keeps people locked in? It's their programming. It's their foundation of love. It's how they see themselves that keeps people locked into where they are. Whether or not it's financial, relationships, business, whatever it happens to be, they're all locked into this one programming and one set of thoughts. It was quite fascinating today. I was in a theatre, a show was going in, and I found myself at one point just sitting in the very front row of the audience in the centre, just empty stage, a couple of people up on stage getting the lights and bits and pieces up for me. So I was sitting there just sort of, contemplating what the day had to unfold with. And I found myself listening to the dialogue that was actually happening on stage. And it sort of blew me away, and it locked me more and more onto what was being spoken about. These two people were having a conversation about their finances. Basically, it was all about their finances, about their rent and how much they pay, and about they need to get extra shifts because, they need to make more money because it's that time of year. It's the end of the year coming up, Christmas. So what do? We spend. We don't have money. And it just blew me away. I just wanted to jump on stage and I just wanted to just talk to them about what was going on and say, come on, what you're talking about is just crazy. But of course I couldn't. And the ironic part was, look, everybody goes through their moments as they go through them, and they see things as they're ready for them to see, unless you discipline yourself, and go through the routine of creating that lifestyle that you want. And it all starts from within. The ironic part was that I was sitting center of a front row in a theatre. And what was playing out to me right there in front of my eyes was this play of the lives of these people that are just like everyday people, like everyone else. It could have been anyone up there having that conversation. The majority of people have that conversation, an inner conversation. And this drama was unfolding in front of me as if I had just bought a ticket to come and watch this dramatic lifestyle of these two people. Why don't people see what's happening? Like, why don't people see that they're continuously being bombarded by sales, buy things cheap here. It's good to buy cheap, discounted here. So go get that discount, We're bombarded by getting cheap things from the moment that we're born, If you really want what you want in life, you can't go with that. You have to make that change. And like I've said a million times before, that change comes with thought. But I'm also learning of recent that change also comes with discipline. Change comes with discipline and getting yourself internally right. Not just mind, not just thought. It's all the same thing. You need to get your internal thoughts and processes and your discipline right to be able to make a change. The universe will change around you. As you discipline yourself day by day by day, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, that I will have to do in the morning, get up at 3 o'clock. I got up at 5. 5's my cutoff time. I have to get up at 5 no matter what. But depending on what's scheduled for my day, if I've got to be at a theatre at 9 o'clock or at 6 o'clock, or I move the priority in my life, which is what I do in the first part of my day, that has to come first. So it's protected no matter what. So instead of getting up at 5, it might mean I need to get up at 4 or 3 or even 2. so as I can get that important stuff done first. Discipline, which is getting up, doing a workout, and then having that moment within myself where I can just let my mind tell me what I need to know. That's what I do. So I've got to be up first thing in the morning. Doesn't faze me anymore at all. But as I grow with this internal knowledge that's coming to me from all different directions, I'm finding myself expanding and seeing so much more that's going on around me that I didn't really see before. And that's challenging in some way, because if we take this example, when I'm sitting there watching this drama unfold in front of my eyes and not understanding why people can't see that unless they work on their personal development and their internal selves, then they're forever stuck. They're forever going to be in that low vibrating frequency. Forever. It doesn't matter if their love life is going extremely well, or if they're extremely wealthy over here, something isn't going to be congruent with their lifestyle, because they've still got that internal programming and everything going on. And with that drama that was unfolding in front of me, I mean, let's look at it. I'm a mirror projecting myself to others, and others are mirrors projecting themselves back onto me. So that really means that I was a part of that. I was actually a part of their financial conversation and their troubles conversation. And that's hard to hear when you realize that although I was sitting watching two people discuss what was going on in their life financially and how the struggles that they were going through, it was myself reflecting back within me about where I'm at and the financial struggles that I'm going through, which is a really great indicator of where I actually am. And it's given me a really good perspective of what to see and what to look for as I'm going through my daily lives. It's a great example of that mirror reflecting back within yourself. Because we're all of the same thing. Just because I'm feeling bad today doesn't mean I should fall deeply within that emotion and pull everyone back with me, because everyone else is feeling the same way at that same time, just slightly differently. So I'll be more open now. I'll be more open now about situations or positions I find myself in, the people I find myself around, exactly how that will play out. And I'll be more aware, and I'll be listening more. I never heard this stuff before. I never actually heard these sort of conversations as loudly as I do now. So I know something is shifting within myself. That's a given. I'm taking each moment by moment, because that is where we are right now. I want to share as much of this stuff with you guys as I possibly can, as it comes out, as it unfolds. I start my day incredibly up, and my energy levels start extremely well and clear, and I'm doing things in the day that I wouldn't normally ever have done, which is really just sticking to who I am, and I'm projecting that person out, probably for the first time ever. And I'm starting to be surrounded by some really nice people coming during the day, and random phone conversations coming during the day. So I love it. I just love what I'm up to and where I'm going. And there's only one thing to do, and it is just to keep on going, because what do I say? You know, I am the example.